And we're back with another episode of Let's Play Dragon Quest XI Echoes of an Elusive Age. I'm your host, your RPG guy, and we've still got more work to do. A lot more. What, you thought it was going to be that easy? Come on. Get mad.
I know the truth now. Hard as it was to swallow. The things I did while under the monster's spell are almost too terrible to contemplate.
And Swallow appears in that message again when you really think about it.
If not for you, this kingdom, no, this entire world would have been turned to ashes. All would have been lost to Mordigan. A true hero stands among us. Erdrea is eternally in your debt.
Give me $50.
You are a worthy heir to the legendary Erdwin. Truly, you are the luminary, our light, and our hope.
Oh man, we're still not going to get the $50.
You really did it, huh?
Mm-hmm. What's the matter, Veronica? I don't know. I just welled up all of a sudden. I'm just glad to be here with all of you, I suppose. But where else would you be, you silly thing? You're right. I'm being stupid. Sorry. Thank you for everything.
No problem. Alright. But again, we're not quite through here.
What's going on?
Bad gas?
I sense something awful. Something truly, truly evil. But where is it coming from?
My butt crack.
What was it Mordigan said just before he died? Something about not being the only one who defied the flow of time, right? But what did he mean?
Your Highness, please, you must come quickly. It's Erdwin's lantern.
What? The balcony! Upstairs! Quickly!
Well, it makes you wonder. Let's do this. Making sure here, okay. Grab that. I think we still have all of those too.
This sky. I have never seen its like.
Look! Over there!
So now we're getting more explanation about this.
Erdwin's lantern. It's falling.
So that was inevitable. Even when the world turned into the world of darkness, that was falling on its own, wasn't it, pretty much? Well, isn't that just horrifyingly terrible? Damn, that's an ugly ass baby. Baby Supercell. Well, that's the stuff of nightmares.
Erdwin's lantern has fallen. I fear this bodes ill for us all. I dare make this request of no other, Luminary. I must ask that you investigate. The Great Star fell to Earth in the Celestial Sands. They can be seen from the Emerald Coast. That must be your first port of call.
Sire, I would ask your leave to join this expedition. I cannot atone for all that I have done. But perhaps in joining you, I might repay my debt at least in part.
Yeah, you can come along.
I will be your sword, your shield, your unswerving companion.
And thus we get back Hendrik. So now we actually have a complete party. And if we look at Hendrik, he's the lowest level of everyone, which is really rough. And of course we're going to gear him up appropriately here. Boom. Boom. And I don't remember what we had on him. We'll just go with that for now. Alright. And now because of that, we can reassign him as we see fit, because he has extra points. But we can wait on doing that at this exact... We don't have to do it at this exact... You know what? No, we don't have to do it at this exact moment. Funny thing... I don't believe we can fast travel... Yeah, so we can't fast travel anywhere, so that's something to keep in mind. However... I believe the item shops are all equipped with new gear that we may need and want to consider. First things first, we make most of our gear outright. Just wanted to make sure. Yeah, so Perfect Panacea is finally available. Here's an ally of most ailments and restores at least 90 HP. So it's better than the Lunaria. And we're going to put some of these in the bag. We'll distribute these a little later. About 20. You know what? Screw it. We'll take 32. That'll give us enough to put... crap. That'll give us enough to put 2 on every character. Twice over if we end up using it. Shoot. Luckily there's not too much in here. We'll redistribute that later. Gear-wise, let's take a look at the shop. Or shops, even though we may not be committed to everything here. It's so long since we've been to this town, I forget how to traverse it. So we get our option for the Gigant armor, bandit mail. Those are things we don't care about. The Lord's Sword. So that's an upgrade, a big upgrade for the axe that he has. Tempting. They're very tempting. But we're gonna say no. We can make the maxi axe, so if we really need to upgrade Hendrick's weapon, because the Kaiser axe is where it is, so yeah, if we really need to upgrade anything, we'll do it at a campsite. Same with like the whip and some of the other gear like shields and whatnot. We need to start thinking about how we want to redistribute everything. And thus our adventure continues. Come hither, stallion of justice! That's a good horse. Alright. So before we get moving here, we need to head to the Emerald Coast. And as you can see, there's a lot of nasty enemies about. Though we fought in that enemy. And then there's a lot of Weeko enemies out here as well. And that we will just, mow through. It would appear that these dragons are coming out everywhere. You'll notice they have green eyes, you'll notice. Actually, the guys with the hammers, too. So the green eyes actually means they're stronger. But luckily for us, we're pretty strong, too. The dragon's the only thing we don't want to run into. I just like running into them. So let's keep moving. Damn.
It's enormous.
That's what she said.
You can say that again. What the heck is it?
I know, I'm a monster.
It's giving off waves of... Oh, I don't know what, but... Whatever it is, it's certainly not pleasant.
Well, then it can't be Erdwin's lantern, can it? We need to do something about it, whatever it is. But how do we even get up there?
Very carefully.
Well, well, dear Luminary. It seems you were in quite the pickle.
But... how?
Mordigan, you're alive.
The fuck?
You're seeing me as Mordigan now, you say? How very intriguing. Well, no need to panic. I'm not Mordigan. It's me. The one you people call the Seer.
Wait, how can you be the seer?
Oh, anyone can be the Seer, my young friend. Or should I say, Seer can be anyone. Depends on how you look at things, really. Anyway, we can't have you all on edge like this now, can we? One moment.
So, all for a gag, right?
There. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. I was having a lovely vision of you all riding Cetacea to see the Watchers.
What the heck are you talking about?
Let's just say that the hallowed tones of the Flute of Legend will carry you to every corner of the land and leave about that, shall we?
What of the what will what? Honey, you're not making any sense.
You don't have much time, you know. I wouldn't stand there gawping like that if I were you.
I don't know how legendary it is, but we do have a flute. Do you think this could be the one?
I'm 90% sure it's the one there.
Well, it's the only one we've got. Can't hurt to give it a go.
This is true.
Is anybody else seeing kind of a huge, enormous whale flying through the air?
Double thick,
Didn't
bro.
mention us riding something called cetacea. Oh my. She couldn't have meant that, could she?
I think so.
What's that gormless grin for? Anyone would think you went flying around on whales for fun. Well, I'm
If
game if you
only
are.
they knew.
All aboard! We've got a whale to catch and some watchers to meet.
Whale! Or some like to call it the fail whale. Alright. So we need to go visit us some watchers. I'm like losing control here. So away we go. Wow. Fancy. I'm fancy indeed. Welcome to the land of popos. Oops. Sorry, guys. My bad. Your immersion!
All with harmony. Yggdrasil blessed us, faithful servants of World Tree.
Oh no, it's Mr. Popo.
But shadow fell, horror from above. Now shadow falls again. Perhaps he returns. Perhaps. Kalasmas. Dark one, hater of life, bringer of death. Luminary, cetacea rider. No time. Come, speak with Elder.
These'll be the watchers that seer lassie was on about then, eh?
It seems they know something of the Dark Star. Come, let us speak with their elder.
Okay, so before we do any of that, we can explore this place that we could not explore before, which looks like a cross between a land covered by little Mr. Popos, and dare I say and point out that these homes look a lot like the Namekian homes. Not going to make a big deal about it because I don't really care. It's just a funny observation. There's an inn and a bank here, which you notice we've never once used the bank. And to be fair, there's probably never a reason to use the bank. As we're now going to hover across to this side. Because remember when we were here last, there was really only the one island. Praise the sun? Alright, let's move on. Leave. There it is. Yeah, there's a building that I don't think was there last time we were here, so that's why it was getting a little confusing. I know there's a goodie over here. All the way up.
Thought would wake the luminary, but no. Listen, tell Watcher story. Look. Ancient times, Kalasmos comes, seeks power. Power of Yggdrasil.
Interesting.
Evil, monsters, miasma, destruction. But Yggdrasil sees, sends savior. Earthwind, luminary, ancestor. Rides Cetacea, crosses Erdrea, gathers companions. Rustan, warrior. Serenica, sage. Morkant, sorcerer. Join forces. Make sword of light. Long battle. Dark one defeated. Peace returned.
But if they beat him, what's he doing back?
Not know. But know this. Your birth. Your coming. You are light. Light to banish dark. But how? Not know. Seedling. Huh? Elder! Elder, wait! Elder speaks!
Damn!
Listen! Seedlings of Yggdrasil. Seedlings know all. Seedlings! Yes!
Okay.
Give gift. Follow. Temple of Dawn.
Okay. So with that said, this is really what's more important than that entire cutscene. The ultimate key, which allows us to open all those locked places in the world that we've yet to open. And you know that's going to be at least 2 episodes of side questing to get that knocked out. We can see the statues of old here. This is Erdwin, Serenica, Morkant, and Drustin. Alright, well, we're not done exploring this place, so let's keep doing that. There's only, like, a few other items we can pick up, I believe. Is there at least 2 other islands we haven't checked out yet, or which are on this side? So we'll go and grab free stuff, because I love free stuff. Okay, 100 gold coins, that's kind of a bust. That's not. Imagine if you fell off in one of these, you'd be having a pretty bad day. How could you have a horse here? I think that's everything. So let's go to the temple. Whoa. Graphic glitch. Alright, let's look-see here.
Feelings ancient, sacred, protect land, remember.
We've seen those at a few places, have we not?
Feeling here, remember, but not Dark One, not how to beat, but feelings below, on land, 3 feelings. These 2 remember, perhaps how to beat.
One's on an island. One's near Shangri-La, and I forget what.
Guiding light
I gotta think where
here.
the other one is.
Raise hand.
Wait, the mark.
Whoa! Did all that light just get squished down into that little thing?
Alright, so we get the guiding light. Yay!
Guiding light. Flame of Adradon. Creator of Erdrea. Awakens power. Power of Luminary. Will be useful. Help to find. Find how to beat. Here, Elder. Elder! Must awaken power. Power of companions. Elder walks! Praise be! Companions have light. Light of hope. Must kindle. Strengthen. Leaves of Yggdrasil. Children of World Tree. Shine forth.
He's totally, he's totally, Lord Guru powering us all up. Damn.
Oh yeah! I feel amazing.
Oh yeah.
Some say light brings dark. Luminary brings Dark One. Not so. Mistaken. Luminary must end this. Break cycle. Dragons. Blessings. Elder!
Oh, you should have died.
Waking tires, Elder. Walking tires, Elder. We will carry.
Boom, 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 boom.
Very well. To the lands below. Let us seek out these seedlings.
All right. Check these out if we want. Okay, so you can see the characters have jumped up to near level 60, which makes them way stronger than they were before. That's a big reason why the grinding that we did before facing the Lord of Shadows, before going back in time, was such an important thing. The characters get leveled up into the range of the main character. Hence, it's very relevant and necessary to literally invest in that big grinding session Because if we would have gone in at level 50, all the characters would be at level 50. Or lower. Or even 55 or lower. So there's a valid reason to grind those extra levels. I'm in the wrong place. Yeah. So there's that. Now, I haven't touched the thingy yet. The character builder. We'll deal with that in a minute. I want to do a little shopping. And then we need to go to the priest anyway. We can also pick up some side quests. And that one's very, very big deal. We're going to start finding this kind of stuff too. Which means there's going to be a lot of side quests. We're going to have a lot to do in the coming episodes that are not necessarily story driven. So as you can see here, new gear entirely. But just because it's new doesn't mean we should buy it, as per anything that we've talked about previously. So we know it's here. Here's the big thing: ores and Technicolor Dreamcloth and colorful cocoons as we need them. So there's some good stuff here. Just because I know a lot of people complain that they can't find ores and stuff without having to, you know, and actually when we were in, well, that was Hoto in the new world. This is where we can find, in the past, the correction of the past, we can find this stuff here. Alright, first things first, we need to do some rectifying here. Specifically on Hendrik, we don't need sword skills. We don't need great sword skills, because we're not going to be using the great sword. Again, it doesn't give that much, but it gives enough. Okay. Jacktard didn't get anything, so that's fine. Alright. Now, I am gonna show you this. This is gonna take a bit of the episode to accomplish, but I think you guys deserve to see what we're gonna do here with regards to design. And getting shit done. So we're gonna go with knives, because that is the weapon of choice here. Don't care that much about that. And we want critical claim because it guarantees a critical hit on metal slimes. Need I say more? Boomerangs. Let's unlock this middle stuff to see what's here. Pep chance 5%. That's kind of useless. And that's boomerang skill. We'll take a look at it when we get enough points to get there, but I have a feeling since this is mostly done, we'll grab, Assassin Stab. We'll grab Dodgy Character. Finish Guile and Knives. And from there, we just start unlocking these little question marks here and here. And see if anything here is something we would want. Because clearly, that's not a big deal. But here's the thing, once we unlock it, no, we have to have this open, so even if we unlock it, we lose it when we get rid of this. So this may not be the best investment. And actually, however, we can find out now for really cheap. So let's take a look at it. Let's take boomerangs back. I'm pretty sure that it's not that useful. Again, it's worth trying. This is cheap. Okay, that just increases his dodge chance. Let's check this. Falcon Slash. under Guile, which he doesn't really need. The only benefit is that if we take it... Okay, there is a benefit. If we take it, he doesn't need to have the falcon knives. We could use stronger weapons. So there is a perk. This is clearly not worth it right now. These aren't going to be worth it either. So we'll experiment with it and try it out. But we will get rid of the boomerangs that we've spent. Learn Falcon Fury. As opposed to Falcon Punch. So we'll remove all the boomerang bonuses, because we could spend that on other stuff. As far as for what it's worth. Now, are we going to have to be that intricate? No, Eric's probably the weirdest one to build. Because as you can see, we've maxed out pretty much 2 areas, so it's kind of like, well, what do you do from there, you know? We're not going to worry about those right now. Veronica. So Veronica's wheel has expanded greatly to include a lot more stuff. Magical might and MP stuff. Don't care about Staff of Salvation. Don't care about the whips. Even though that's a heavy 1 skill. Eventually we gotta go this way, but it's gonna cost a lot to get there. So we need to find what's most objective to do. Let's raise magical might first and foremost, any chance we get. Which would be these 2 guys, because that's just raw power. That's going to be her new uber offensive spell, so we're going to grab that. Now, MP and lightning resistance. Don't know what that does. Let's grab this. And if we want to see these 2 things, we got to unlock this, so let's take a look. And that's really good. To cast a spell twice with no extra cost. And more magical might. I would rather have this. Possibly. That's MP bonuses. You can't get both of those to see that, so there's no point in investing there. I would say... It works well with healing, but not so much with offense. So let's just do more raw offense for now. Against my better judgment. I will say that is against my better judgment. Okay. Absorption. Again, we're in that same conundrum of how do we want to do this. It's a little different in this regard. What we could do is actually redo all of Harpistry, because we could take the points from here, which is about 40 points, and invest it in this stuff that we actually need. Which is what I'm thinking. We might have to redo hers as well. Again, this is going to be the rest of the episode, guys, so just, if you're interested, check out what we're doing, but this is not necessary. 2 or above. That's singular, so increases the effectiveness of him. So that's useless. These are not useless, but not necessary. But these are really good, so there's a reason to buy these. This direction is pointless, and that's 20, 30 something big ones. But let's see what's under Alma Mater. So we can see what this opens up. That's really good too. That is auto life pretty much. We don't know what's down here. So let's reduce Serena. Pretty big too. We're going to do a lot with her that's different. We're going to redo her Harpistry entirely, and we're going to redo her wands entirely. Just easier to do it this way. And then don't really need to go that way. And then let's go in and just take a look. It's easier to do it this way. Alright. Sorry, guys. I like doing it this way. Minor MP recovery after battle and moderate MP recovery after battle are not necessary for this character. So we will go around this side. That's pretty good. We don't care about dual wielding. Now that's a spear skill, which I don't care about. Divine, Restitution. That's a skill we can decide later. Now, let's do this really quick here. We have 2 directions to go, which means we may need to redo Harpistry once or twice. Once. We know that that's pretty good. We'll look on what's the left side, because that would really, I would really redo a lot of that. The other thing is there's a Harpistry node here that we don't have access to, meaning we got to invest in spears at some point. Okay, obviously we can unlock this. Hymn of Light, which I don't care about. Increases the effectiveness of hymns. So these 2 things are the same thing. Okay, so yeah, they're exactly the same. So, dude, we don't really need these 2 for the time being. How much would that net us? 44. And it would get us over to here. And that would also get us... That's a spear skill, so we don't care about that. So, there is something we can do to see what that skill is, I think. We'll have enough to do it. So if we go to Serena, Harpistry. We have to do the whole category, and that's fine. But we know what we're going to try to do here. So we might have to reset it one more time, but after that we don't need to, because we're going to make a decision. And I'm sure there's guides out there that tell me what all these things are. This is how we're doing it. We're doing it as if I'm playing the game. I'm not looking at guides and bullshit like that. Play the game like you're supposed to, goddammit. And waste time doing this, but yeah. So we're going to see what that is. But we're definitely taking that. We're definitely going to take these guys so we can see what that is under the spear category. And then I'm going to pretty much call it. We're going to just have to go for things that directly benefit Serena overall. Which means working on that other side of the staves I don't know much about. Because we haven't... Well, we had some stuff in it from way earlier in the game, but it's not relevant anymore. Okay, I hope we have enough to unlock this. I'll be bitter if we don't. Yeah, we just have enough to see it. We'll see if this is worth it. It's good, but it's not necessary. Okay, so this changes everything. We can invest in things like Divine Restitution. This is going to be outdated by, I think, what we saw over here. So, yeah, we're going to redo Spears. And maybe even Harpistry, because I don't need the MP bonus that much. We'll redo Harpistry. And we'll redo Spears. And then we'll make an official decision on everything going on. I'm not, like I said, I don't think we need the big MP bonuses. Those should be... Her MP is what? On average. It's 316-esque. It's not going to give her that much. So if we're really looking for functionality, we're really going to look for it in the magical mending output. Again, if her healing's better, you don't have to heal as often, because you can allow the characters to get a little weaker. That's how I look at it. So much like with, what's her name, Veronica, we're trying to go this route. So these are kind of whatever, but we'll do it anyway. I don't think we need alma mater. So that's a better version of alma mater. Alright, but in order to unlock this, we have to get alma mater. God damn it. Fuck it. Just grab it. This is good. This is auto revive, which bypasses that, to be fair. Though this gives us a pep power piece, but we'll go with this for now. I want it. Auto life is always good. When she has nothing to do on a turn, she can auto life. I will save the rest. That's going to be the direction we go. Sylvando's, my memory with him is he's going to be rather simple. We're going to take stat bonuses over anything else that's not just a skill. So, deafness, charm, there, and then there's agility clearly as well. Okay, so that's most of the stats there. Gold Rush, I think we're going to take this guy, which unlocks the centerpiece. And that's not bad. Dual wielding's not going to work because we use whips. Let's grab these other whip skills that we've neglected for quite a while. Sylvando just doesn't really offer much in whips, which might be why you may want to go with swords at this point, but we're going to commit to a whip user for sure. He's really same sword skills as the hero, similar knife skills to Eric, so again, we're at the mercy of what type of damaging skills do we want. I would think I would go with Pink Pirouette. That'll max out whips. Almost, I think. Because, no, that's a sword skill. That's a lithanous skill. So really, I think the best investment is to invest in Pied Piper. Then we start exploring what this is again. I think we looked at it before and it wasn't very good. It might have been the Pep Up one, which, okay, isn't the worst thing. So we'll look at those later. So, there we go. Jade, very clearly, we want multi-thrust. We're going to take this as well. She doesn't have as much to spend. I don't care about that, but we would like to see what that is at some point, as well as that. But, with that said, there's some stats up here that would be nice. And that's the Miracle Barrage kicking move thing that we may or may not really need, but we're going to grab it anyway. Multi-feet 7 hit combo. We have multi-thrust, so let's do the... Oh, shit. Let's go here instead. Actually, you know, I might redo Fisticuffs. Let's see how much we have to spend here. Yeah, that's not very useful. So, we'll grab multi-feet. That was useful, though, so really, Crushed Ice is irrelevant. But that was necessary. there's some stat stuff over here. I totally forgot about this side of Allure. So, God, we burnt through so much stuff. So let's redo Jade, I'd say, almost entirely. Because we don't need Leg Sweep. Technically, we don't need Harvest Moon. Because we could go this way around the grid. So we can actually save us some panels here, in theory. So obviously we got to redo hers. And her spears as well, because we could get some points back there. And we're going to redo Fisticuffs. I think Allure is fine, because there's some stats over there that I want. So that's a thing. And you know, here's the thing, multi-thrust I think is better on average than the kicking one. We can always add the kicking stuff later. So yeah. Let's go with what we need to get for sure. This also, we need to unlock these two in order to get this, but that's just a pep 5%, so we can actually hold off on that, as far as I'm concerned. I don't care about the 5% pep. There's better things to invest in. Even then, we don't... Well, it's cheap, so we'll grab that too. Grab multi-thrust before I forget. So this might be another long episode, guys, just because we're doing all this extra stuff. Now, we don't need to worry about any more spear. Let's go over here. And there we go. We unlocked this anyway, so whoop-de-freaking do. Let's grab that strength bonus. Lightning thrust we want. That's for metal slimes. Grab that strength as well. Don't care about vacuum smash. And HP plus 30 we can come back to. The resilience plus 10. The allure here. Pep up power up. Blow kiss. But we'd have to unlock claw skills to get to that, and that's a claw skill. Okay, so now we can start filling in the gaps here. Just get that HP bonus. That's 18, and that's also 18. Pink Typhoon. Which unlocks the kicking. Yeah, I think I would prefer the kicking over the other skill. We can unlock this. And then eventually we will get this and then see what this is under Allure. And then we grab Crushed Ice later after maybe taking a look at these guys, because that's clearly unlockable here. Again, and we can also take a look at this once we get that. So the next big investment is going to be at 18. Let's do it to Rab. Rab is actually not in a bad position at all. He just needs the rest of his points invested. It's claws, so we don't care about that. So that's a bonus to his mending. We'll come back to that. And then this is MP stuff. I think when we had him, we were working here. So if we're really that curious. What do we got here? Up power up. We can come back to that. So those are very expensive. That's my concern. We don't need this physical strength. The agility is actually somewhat useful. And again, if we go down this route, we'd have to get all the way up here before we get more agility. pep chance 5%, so that's pretty pathetic. But yeah, so that's not that good. These were okay, but again, here's the thing. I take back what I said. I don't really like this. The agility is nice. Oh, it's plus 20 agility. We'll leave it. Against my better judgment, we'll leave it. I don't think we're going to lock anything great with Rab, but we will have access to stuff. Grab this. We'll work on this little small area here, I think, and then we can work on this side, or better yet, work on like getting these other goodies. Hendrik, gotta get all the axe skills, especially if we're gonna use them. It's a shame there's like not a bonus hidden axe skill, but that's the way it is. Now that's a shield skill we might have to check out later, but we really want to get these stat bonuses first and foremost. So we're gonna go right. We're gonna gun right towards it, as well as get Blind Man's. Blind Man's buff. Oh, wait, how many do we need? We need to unlock both of these. That's not it. I cut above, that's what I want, rather than... There we go. That's pretty good, but we'll work on that later. We're starting to run out of points. Now it's checking what these are. So these are sword skills. That lead to a heroism skill. Well, there you go. It's pretty good. Shield skill there. We don't know what it is. I don't think we have enough points to check it out. But we can if I reset. And if we reset heroism. Again, I know this is a process, guys. I know I'm burning money, but money's not an issue. At this exact juncture. Let's see what the shield skill actually is. Okay, since an enemy attack. That's not necessary. Okay, we were on the right track. And we'll redo shields as well. No, you know what? We'll keep shields as is. That's fine. That one skill is fine. We might have a use for it. Okay, so let's go back up here. Back up here. Blind Man's Biff. So we get that. Let's go this route first. still have points to burn, so we'll grab double up. Right for a cut above. Which means we don't need double-edged slash, because this is going to do more damage. Take the pep up power up. Because I can't think of what else to take. This is a neat skill, but not really ultimately necessary. We really got to think of what we want to use. Just finish off this part of shield, I guess, or grab Falcon Slash. Fuck it. We'll work on this. Because really, Hendrick's it's not going to matter what we do with him as much from here on out. Now, let's take a look at character builder one more time. So we've got skill seeds to burn. Okay, we've got quite a bit of them. The question is who gets them? And that's always going to be tricky, because we have 2 sword masteries here. And I don't remember, this one I think was relevant, but we have the means to get it through over here. We don't have the means to get this one unless we come up from the bottom. So really we're going to put all of those skill seeds on Jacktard, against my better judgment. But just for the sake of simplicity, that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to do that off screen. Well, maybe... Yeah, we're already over the hour mark. So what I'll do is I'll invest all of that right now. And then we'll figure out its strength and all of that. And I'll tell you who I gave those to. But Seeds of Skill... We're not going to get a lot here, so we're not going to be able to really do much with it. You know, if you were thinking you were going to get more than 1 point, think again. There's a way to grind these, I believe, but I remember fooling around with trying to do it, and it was just time-consuming to the nth degree. Not worth it. You don't need it to beat the game. I don't think there's an achievement for it either, so no point. Okay. So I think the Pretty Betsy we're going to use half on Jade, half on Sylvando. Magical Mending, I'm going to focus it more on Serena. So I believe her overall magical mending abilities are better. She gets multi-heal. Rab gets it too, but he gets more status effect stuff. So we'll probably give it to Serena, or we could split it between the two. Same with the Seeds of Magic, or Seeds of Sorcery. We could split between Veronica and actually that's probably what we'll do, is split them between Veronica and Rab. So that's what we'll do with these guys. Seeds of Defense are really hard. But I would say let's divide these between our healers. It's either that or give it all to Eric, and I don't want to do that. Seeds of Agility as well. We'll look at who's the slowest, and then kind of figure it out from there. I'm trying to think of the Meteorite Bracelet and where we need to put that too. So that's a thing. Strength. That is a tough one. We could put it on our main hero, but we could also look at putting it on Jade. Jade or Hendrick are both really good candidates for the Seeds of Strength, because they both can do 5 to 7 attacks. So we'll have to think of that. Seeds of Magic are probably going to go to probably Serena, most likely. Or no, I think we were going to give them to Jacktard, because all of his skills are going to start costing lots of MP, so that'll be... yeah, we'll do that. So I'm a little torn between the strength and agility. The defense is kind of up and down. I'm not quite sure yet. I'll know probably later in the game, so we might sit on some of these three for the time being until we get some of the better gear in the game. Then we can figure out where to really put it. Seed of Magic we'll put on the hero. Sorcery and Therapesis will split between Rabs, Veronica, and Serena. The Pretty Betsy will split between put between Sylvando and Jade. You know, again, it depends on. You might say, well, who are you going to use the most? I might use all of these characters interchangeably, so I don't see a reason to not do it that way. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. So anyway, thanks for stopping by, guys. I'm your host, the RPG Guy. If you like what we do here, you can check out my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/JackTarStudios for more live gaming action. And when we come back, we will have all of this sorted out. I will also go to a campsite and make gear to update the characters with better gear as we have available to us, since, you know, now we have all of them here and accounted for. We can start maximizing what gear we have with them, as well as maximizing what gear they need to have made and whatnot. So that's what we're probably going to be doing going forward. So there's that. The other thing to keep in mind, too, is we also learned, I believe, some new abilities. Yes, so we learned all of these skills, thanks to the guiding light and whatnot. So that's cool, and I believe Serena learned one as well. There. Heals all allies' HP and does any status elements and even brings back the dead. All-powerful healing spell, but I believe you have to use a pep skill in order to even do it. So you have to actually use a pep power, which I believe she has, which is I think it's Saint's Ascension. So you have to use that first, which means you have to have Rab in the party. So it's pretty tricky to get access to it, but it's there. And then Hendrik, I think, learned a skill as well. Here it is. Attracts all enemies' attacks to the user for a few turns while also making them invincible. But again, you need to use, I believe, a pep skill, which is this one, in order to prep it. Allows Hendrik to use the ability that absorbs any and all enemy attacks. So again, they're neat. They're very situational, in my opinion, but it's something. All right, and before we finish out here, there is a quest for us to pick up at the inn, so we're gonna do that too. Actually, you know what? We'll do that next time. So no, we'll do it now. So anyway. Yeah, so I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/JackTarStudios for more live gaming action. And again, when we come back, we will be hunting for goodies all over the world now that we have the ultimate key. Because imagine all those places, those gazebos under the prison. There's some dungeons that had some locked places of interest. So we now have access to all of that, and we are going to be looting. Again, the reason why I may not want to spend the Seeds of Strength, Agility, and Defense, because we might be getting some gear to offset a lot of that. And you could say the same thing about using the MP ones and the others, but dividing it evenly seems like the right deal for me. So I think I'm going to stick to that as my explanation. So we'll grab this while we're here. Boosts Blind Man's Biff ability. And these are the tomes written by Drustin. We actually found one in Heliodor earlier, so we know that we got to do that. There's a lot of things we got to do with regards to knocking those out. So, and it's a lot of travel too, not gonna lie. So we've got quite the task list of things we got to do. Because we're going to pick up a whole bunch of side quests, we're going to pick up a whole bunch of new good items, and we're going to fight a whole bunch of optional stuff, and do a whole bunch of optional stuff. So anyway, thanks for stopping by, guys, and we will see you guys next time.